Okay, bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is HAURA and I am from PBI3. Here I will answer the question. So for number 1, please mention and explain briefly the components of communication. Communication is the process of sending and receiving information so that it is easily understood between two or more people to achieve specific goals. There are several components to the communication process. The first is context, the second is the sender of the message, the third is message, the fourth is channels or communications, the fifth is recipient of the message, the sixth is feedback. Okay, for number 2, why do humans need a language? The first is that language enables us to express our wishes, feelings, like, dislike, and ideas. For number 3, please give your opinion about the periods: Dutch period, Japanese period, and independence period of English teaching in Indonesia. Which one do you think the best English teaching period? Okay. In the Dutch period, English has become a compulsory subject for students, so that in this era, the teaching of English is very well developed. So for Japanese period, in this period, the teaching of English did not develop at all, because Indonesian was used as a mandatory language in this era, making it difficult for Indonesia to accept foreign language. For independence period, at the beginning of independence, the teaching of English was not yet developed because it was still influenced by Japanese teaching method. At the beginning of independence, there was also no dictionary in English translation. In the 1949, the educational situation began to improve slowly. Learning books and dictionaries in English translation had begun to exist so that they could help the process of better English development. In my opinion, the best period of teaching English was in independence period. Why? Because nowadays we can learn English in every situation, and we can learn English in school, in course. Okay, for number 4, in your opinion, what is the status of English compared to Indonesian nowadays? In order to understand the way English is used and seen in Indonesian today, it is useful to know something about how historical, political, sociocultural, and linguistic factors have shaped its status and function over the last century. The use of English in Indonesia has developed in the context of post-colonial educational competency building, and more recently the need to support development, in particular its role in state education. Number 5. Please explain briefly about the function of English in Indonesia. Okay, the functions English of Indonesia. First is economy and business. Mastering the English language can bring many benefits to anyone intending to become a businessman. As a businessman who wants to start a business, of course, we have to equip ourselves with communication skills. By understanding English, it will be easier for us to communicate with anyone. The second, international relations. English is a global language for societies that will progress and develop. They are the people who must be able to speak and explore English. English has the same purpose, which is to make it easier for us to communicate with people from the other Third, media. English serves as a very broad communication medium and has even become an international language. Fourth is education. English is very important in education because English is a very useful subject in communication. Fifth, communication. English is very useful when abroad because the language used at that time was English. The sixth, international travel and security. English is the language used when we travel abroad. English is needed so that when communicating there are no misunderstandings. Okay, maybe just it. Thanks. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.